Hi there, everyone. It's Gloria with Glory Be Resealed, and I'm here to do a What's Sold. I need to catch up. I'm very far behind. And the first one we are doing is What's Sold from May 24th to the 31st. And the first thing to sell was this John Miller 94 signed studio pottery, blue-white design bowl. And this one actually ended up going back to its maker. John Miller ended up buying it back, and this was something he had done in college in a pottery class he took in college back in Massachusetts, which is where I bought it, and I sold it back to him. So that was kind of cool. Next item to sell was this pair of um, pen art. These were these were both done with a ballpoint pen, which I thought was pretty cool. They did a really nice job. And these sold for $24.65. Cost to me on them was $2. Next item to sell was this Patricia Nash floral embossed brown leather zip wallet, little wristlet. And this sold for $30, and the cost to me on it was $4.99. Next item and last item to sell on eBay was this Chicago Bears sweatshirt hoodie. This was new with tags, and this sold for $34.64. The cost to me on this was $10. This was something I had picked up a while ago, quite a while ago, at I think Marshall's. And so I was happy to get rid of it because I have probably had this in there for a few years. Okay, over to Poshmark. First thing to sell over there was this Denim and Supply Ralph Lauren multicolor Aztec print sweater, extra small, and this sold for $99. And the cost to me on it was $6.99. Next item to sell was this JM Collection lime green embellished one-piece cardigan that looks like it has a shirt on top. Sweater, extra large. This sold for $16, and the cost to me on it was $3.25. Next item to sell was this Chico's oval buckle belt. This sold for $10. I obviously wanted to get rid of it. Um, I don't think I had much interest in it. So I paid $2. I sold it for $10. Not much of a profit, but I don't normally get Chico's, but sometimes their belts are cute. Next item to sell was this women's Peruvian Connection sleeveless cream dress. Size small, this sold for $30, and the cost to me on it was $6.49. Next item to sell was this MCM Dance Huron serving bowl, and this was sitting in the back seat of my car for, I don't know, could have been a year, 6 months to a year. And, I think I overpaid for it because I paid $9.99 for this, and it really wasn't going for much. So I wanted to get rid of it quick. I threw it up for $25 to get my money back, and it sold pretty quickly at $25. So I doubled my money when I finally did list it. But it was something I probably should not have spent $10 on, and it was oversized, so it was a little, a little more effort to ship it. Anyway, next item to sell was this Van Heusen Slim Fit Never Tuck shirt. This sold for $18. This was new with tags, and this I paid $6.49. So again, not a great buy. I picked it up because it was brand new with tags, and I thought it might go at Christmas time, but it did not. Next item to sell was this Famous Bodies fuchsia pink fleece robe. I'm gonna say this was probably 70s or 80s. I don't know. I put 80s or 90s. But anyway, it sold for $25, and the cost to me on it was $3. And the last thing to sell over on Poshmark was this vintage Herbert Grossman blue crop jacket with the lion's head buttons. I thought this would sell faster than it did, and probably for more money than it did, but I was wrong. So it sold for 22. Somebody sent me an offer for $22, and I accepted it. The cost to me on it was $5.99. Now over to Etsy. And if you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, I'd really appreciate it. And the first thing to sell on Etsy was this vintage two-candle brass lamp with brass bottom. Give you a little better look at the bottom of it. It's brass with two candles. And it had this homemade lampshade. And it sold for $59. And the cost to me on this was $16. Next item to sell was this vintage brass calla lily candle holder. And this didn't take long to sell. I picked this up at a local shop here, and it sold for $35, and the cost to me on it was $7. I also picked this up at the same little shop. Um, this adorable screen door shelf. This sold for $39, and the cost to me on it was $8. I don't know if I'd buy this again though, because it was kind of a awkward size. Let's see what it was. 25 by 12. So it was just an awkward size to ship. So I don't know. It didn't take long to sell, but still it was a little awkward. Anyway, next item to sell was this little mid-century Sirocco bird on a branch. And I think that's cherry blossom or apple blossom branch. And this sold for $22, and the cost to me was $1.99. Next item to sell was this little sailboat on a piece of wood, and this sold for $24, and the cost to me on it was $3.99. Next item to sell was this brass lion's head door knocker, and This sold for $45 and the cost to me on it was $5. Next item to sell was this pestle with the holder, and this sold for $32 and the cost to me on it was $5. And the last thing to sell was this 3-drawer little kitchen shelf with a towel hanger on the bottom. And this sold for $27 and the cost to me on it was $1. And that is everything I sold from May 24th to the 31st. And I will see you probably again tomorrow with some more things that sold. Thanks. I will see you next time. Bye. I hope your sales are doing great.